Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another song review. This time we are doing July and September and August, and we might as well just jump into November. So times they're crazy, and finding the time is crazy. But you know what? We're here. We're going to enjoy it. If this is your first time here, this channel exists to simplify the complexities of a home studio and to help you to create professional sounding music in a less than professional space. Let's give a huge shout out to our sponsor. Today's video is sponsored in part by the Pro Mix Academy. The Pro Mix Academy offers affordable courses from mentors, world-class engineers, Grammy winners, and multi-platinum selling producers. And with the resources available on the Pro Mix Academy, you can learn how to create radio-ready mixes from the comfort of your own home studio. Most of the courses also offer multi-tracks that you can then add to your portfolio and begin to build out your business. Follow the link in the description of this video to head on over to the Pro Mix Academy today and start learning the skills that are needed to take your hobby or your business to the next level. Okay, all that being said, I posted in the chat, in case you were unaware, this is the July and August edition of the song review. And I have a hairdryer in the background. 1 second. Let's go back to the shout out screen. Hold on. All right, these individuals here are folks who have recently subscribed to the channel, and I appreciate it. Wes Crittenden, D. Lazarus 66, Sponge Brain instead of SpongeBob. That big long name there. Michael Paulson, Linoid, Tom Chilla, Harris Gunn Sr., and Tony C. Thank you for the reasonably small names there. Tony C., Wes Crittenden. Appreciate that. Everyone else, I'm not sure what you guys are doing. Michael Paulson, I mean, that's Harris Gunn Sr. But what is up with Panagiotis Canstando? Whatever. I can't say that. Anywho. So yeah, we are looking at the July and August edition of the song review. Let's go ahead and start diving into some of these songs. We have 6 of them on the stack tonight. And I would say right off the bat that this first one is from our good friend DJP. That's right. DJP actually won a song feature on the last live stream that we had, and he was able to get on there, and we spun the wheel of awesomeness, and he won a song feature, and this was the song that he sent. So this is his featured song. Let's give it a listen. The anticipation already. Very cool. I love the fact that it just did a slow fade out there. I'm a big fan of slow fades. That one definitely did it well. The soundscape there, again, it's that movie-esque style soundscape, and it draws you into an emotional attachment immediately with the song. I love the fact too that there were almost like elements of like Asian influence in there, which was super cool. Really liked it, man. Really liked it. I don't think there's anything that I would have added or taken away. So yeah, for your song feature, we will give it a hearty HSS thumbs up. I don't think we've ever done that before. Anyway, that was weird. Let's move on. Up next, we got Eugene Smith with River of Change. Let's give it a listen. Maybe. I push play and nothing's happening. There we go. Ooh, nice.
Will you miss me when I'm gone? Feel any loss or pain? When the echoes of my footsteps evanesces with the rain.
Very cool.
Clouds of pain. It's a power over me. A power over me. I can't, I don't, I won't. These are the ones I've been. Wash away this failing darkness. Scattered lights diffuse no more. Dreams I had did not forsake me. Love shines through an open door. It's a power from within. A power from within. A power from within. A power from within. Will you miss me when I'm gone? Feel any loss or pain? When the echo of my footsteps evanesces with the rain.
It's like you guys just knew. Ordered up another slow fade. Liked it. The song, man, wow. The syncopation, the beats, the breaks, the builds, the anticipation was all spot on. I do feel like the vocals needed to be a little bit more present, especially your vocals, the male vocals, a little bit more present in the mix. They sounded just a little bit muffled. And then there was just a few like timing issues, but other than that, man, that was spot on. Spot on. Loved it. Up next, we got DJP again. Now, you might be thinking, well, hold on a minute. Why does this guy get to play 2 songs? I only got to play 1. Well, that's because DJP won a song. Yeah, I'm feeling that way tonight. It's fine. I'm a little weird. We're good. Guess because DJP, he won a song feature when we spun the wheel of awesomeness. Okay. So, let's give this a listen. DJP Pulsar 89. Hooked immediately. Sounds like car chase music. Still kind of a cool little slow fade there. Okay, so a little bit of redundancy there, but given the genre, it kind of lends itself to it. However, the breaks, the builds were all spot on. And again, you've created a soundscape that sounds very movie-esque. I was envisioning a car chase just then. Very cool. Up next, we got Makes Me Whole Again with Hayden Palmer. And by the way, I would like to say too, I think I put this. No, I'm good. Okay. Yeah. Moving back to DJP's Pulsar 89 here. For those of you who have never made that style of music, it's not easy. So for him to make something that cohesive, that, yeah, again, kudos to you, man. That style of music is definitely not easy. But we do have a legend here in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. That's right. The man, the myth, the legend, none other than ladies and gentlemen, Mark George has entered the chat. Hey, good to see you, Mark. Anywho, Make Me Whole Again by Hayden Palmer. Let's give her a listen.
I long to draw near, for there is none like you. In this moment I will be in your presence, God. Will you lead me to your heart? I give all of me to you. I feel your arms holding me as I come with empty hands to the cross where it began, where you gave it all for me. And when I had nothing left, your love gave me everything. I abandoned who I was. Oh, I'm running back to you. You are coming close. Will you share your heart with me? My attention is on you. As I find my place, I know you are leading me. You gave your life so I have mine. I feel your arms holding me as I come with empty hands to the cross looks at me. Oh, how you have made me whole again. I feel your arms holding me as I come with empty hands to the cross where it began, where you gave it all for me. And when I had nothing left, your love gave me everything. I abandoned who I was. Oh, I'm running back to you. Oh, how you love me. I am running. How you love me. Will you be? I am drawing close to you. Oh, how you love me. I am running. Yes, you love me. Will you be? I am running back to you. Oh, how you love me. I am running. How you love me. Will you be? I am drawing close to you. Oh, how you love me. I am running. Yes, you love me. Will you be? I am running.
Excellent fade out again, guys. You're on it. That was a beautiful song, and I have to echo the sentiments of Mr. Gordon Lee Weaver, who has just said a wonderful worship song from the heart. Truly, truly it was. I do feel like the lead vocals could have been up a little bit farther, but I also kind of like the fact that they weren't. It makes you almost lean into the lyrics a little bit more. Again, though, excellent song. And the fact that most of this was done in a home studio is just a testament to the fact that you don't have to have $1 million studio to make good sounding music. Awesome. Gordon Lee Weaver is up next. Beware the hand of evil master, or beware the hand of evil. It's the master file. Got to be careful because, you know, us mix engineers and home studio engineers, we like to name our files some crazy stuff like Final Mix 374. You know what? I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you, buddy. You know who I'm pointing at myself, actually, because I'm talking to myself. I've done it. I'm actually on revision 7 of a song I'm releasing, or mixing, rather, for a client. Revision 7. Had to re-record vocals 3 times. Let that sink in. I'm not mad. I'm not. I'm just, I feel blessed to be able to do this. All right. Now, this song is a warning, by the way. Stay on guard and continue to fight the good fight. Here we go. Let's listen.
Envy, crime spree, dark thoughts, rude plots, bad dreams, sick schemes, obscene, screaming into the night. Beware the hand of evil, shines like a magic pill, corrupts and weakens your will, destroys and leaves you will. Daughter, anger, distress, reckless, speeding, beating, cheating, nightmarish, hopeless lies. Beware the hand of evil, shines like a magic pill, corrupts and weakens your will, destroys and leaves you ill. Each of us inside has to decide, will we feed darkness or feed the light? Enemy gathers evil at night. Another gathers soldiers of light. Confusion distracts, persuades, divides. Alarming reports spiced up with lies. Our focus misled, eyes off the prize. Insecure people shelter in tribes. Beware the hand of evil, shines like a magic bell, corrupts and weakens your will. Destroys and leaves you ill. Beware the hand of evil, shines like a magic bell, corrupts and weakens your will.
What just happened? That was amazing. The guitar was on point, rocking from like the beginning of the song to the end. As much as I have to agree with an individual here in the chat, who was that? Said something about they'd like to hear a little bit more bass. I can't see it now. Oh, Jonathan Hamlet. He says he'd like to hear a little bit more bass. I do have to agree with that. I think that would have just set it off even more so if it had like a growling distortion bass. But other than that, man, you cannot mess with a Gordon Lee Weaver song. Good night. The emotion in the voice too. And here's what I like. I picked up on this while I was, hey Leon, what's up, brother? Long time no see, man. This is something I picked up on while we were, going through this little section right here. Let's see if I can zoom in on this. Oh, let me go back here. Hold on. Probably can't see it on that screen. Yeah, this section right here. As he's saying, beware the hand of evil. What does that look like? Look like the mouth of Nosferatu. Anywho, very cool song, man. Up next, we got Hero, spelled with a 3. So you know it's going to be good. Presented by none other than our very own Hammy. I don't think he meant to send the file with Hammy in it. Or maybe he did. His actual name is Jonathan Hamlet, as we can see here. Let's give it a listen. And I'm just poking fun, Jonathan. If you only knew half the nicknames I've got. On that note, let's play this. Ooh. You guys in these intros today, like I'm immediately drawn in now. Ooh.
losing grip, the control's no longer mine. This is my skeleton without a spine. This phase is more than temporary. Land side situation is getting scary. This phase is more than temporary. Land side situation is getting scary.
Folks, that was epic. As said in the chat already, epic with a capital E-P-I-C. My goodness. Whew. Okay, so it had that garage band feel. Not garage band, the DAW, but like a real garage band. Like I was sitting in the room with a group of dudes that were like, check out our new song, bro. Which is super cool. Given the genre that it is, it fits perfectly. The song was spot on. Absolutely emotional roller coaster. Loved it. In fact, Jonathan Hamlet, if you're still in the chat, I think I need to kick this down to a friend of mine who has just recently started a label. And he is doing predominantly Christian rock. This would fit that genre, I do believe. And if I give you a good recommendation, I don't know, you might get, never know what can happen. Anywho, you could talk with him, see what he says, and maybe you guys could go from there. I would love the opportunity to mix this song. I would love the opportunity to. I think that would be cool. In fact, I would give you a once-in-a-lifetime rate right now. If you were to send me those files and let me mix that, I would mix that song and master it for $300. I would do it. Oh, sorry. Anywho, yeah, the advertisements are killer. Anywho, what I was saying, Jonathan, the song was killer. I want to send it off to a friend of mine who just started a label with Christian. He's doing Christian rock. I think this will be right up his alley. See if you guys could work together. I would love the opportunity to mix the song. I would even give you a dramatic cut from my fee to do so, and I would only charge you $300 to mix this and master it. That's up to you. Just throwing that out there. I know some people are like, my goodness, that's still a lot of money. Well, I normally charge $7, so just saying. All right, Liam Jonas is up next. Dance is the name of this, and I have turned on the the T-Rax 1. That way it'll kind of bring it up to speed, because it looks like, according to the WAV file, that it's not mastered, which is fine. That's a stipulation I never placed upon these. I don't say you guys have to submit mastered songs. You just have to submit original pieces. And so kudos to you, man. Let's give it a listen. This is an ode to dance music, as according to this here. This song is about the love of singing and dancing. Everything was made myself in my house. Sweet. I'd appreciate it, Jonathan. I think we could really do something with that song, bro. I really do. I think we could make that like next level. Seriously. Okay, anyway, enough about that. Let's listen to Dance.
Let's go, I'm starting the show, they not gonna know my hand. Camera roll, mics on, lights on, I'm on, I yawn if it's just a band. As best go, I'm like a Met show, high yield, left field is out of the stands. Pay the toll, pay the fine, I decline, no appeal, I reveal what I feel when I dance. Now let's see if I got a chance. Set me free, and I got a chance. Oh, let's see if I got a chance. Set me free. it back to back. In the middle got class, gotta get my bag. In the middle start to finish fast. So I finish last, no rest, man, I want a nap. Wake up, now it's black, I hate this crap. Now I gotta build, gotta wanna build what I feel. Lost the friend that I had, it's been a year. Remember us together like every meal. But now I feel like I'm not real. Wish I could go back, man, it's hard to heal. Oh, wanna dance, wanna dance, wanna dance, wanna dance. Oh, wanna dance, wanna dance, wanna dance, 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 dance. I just need a dance, just need to dance. Bow down to no man, I bow down to no man. Just need a chance, just need a chance, just need a dance, just need a dance. Oh, wanna dance, hey. Oh, wanna dance, hey. Oh, wanna dance, hey. Oh, wanna dance, hey.
Ooh, that's nice.
I just need a dance, just need to dance. Bow down to no man, I bow down to no man. Just need a chance, just need a chance, just need a dance, just need a dance. Oh, wanna dance, hey. Oh, wanna dance, hey. Oh, wanna dance, hey. Oh, wanna dance, hey.
Nice. Somebody said that was a cute song. I can really tell you put a lot of effort into that, man. So kudos to you on that. And it takes a lot for an individual to submit a song, especially in front of others. So kudos to you on that. I think there's definitely a little bit more work that could be done as far as the mixing phase of things and just musicality. But honestly, if all that was done in your home, yeah, kudos to you, man. Okay, I'm trying to figure out a way to. We actually had one that just dropped in. And I'm trying to get it in here without overwriting another one. And it looks like it's going to keep doing that. So, so let me do this. All right. So we had an individual who submitted one, like, I guess, as soon as we started the stream, which I normally don't do this, but we only had 6 submissions, 7 if you count the song feature. So we're going to go ahead and give this guy a listen. The name of it is Sensational Freak by Mad Jiba. Now, what I would say is, hopefully you have utilized the feature on the website where you look at the rules and regulations before you upload a song. That being said, if there is any explicatives in this, if there is any suggestive themes or anything that's not considered rated G, it's going to be stopped immediately and we will not play it. That's just house rules. I want this to remain a kid-friendly channel, and so hopefully you read that before you uploaded it. But here we go. Sensational Freak.
You got the best of my soul. You know there's something unknown. Don't try too hard to hide the whole of your insides. This beast just seems out of reach, but fish are in your feet. Too hard to see how dumb to empty up of your blood. You're making a difference. best of abuse. You told us something we knew. Don't cry too loud, you see. No one's coming for thee.
Very, very cool, man. So the mix immediately had me enamored. I was drawn into it, which is always a good thing when a mix does that. Got my head bopping. Any song that was submitted that got my head bopping is a good sign. That means that you have affected someone emotionally to make them tap their foot, bob their head, whatever it is. Once you get them on that level, man, you've got them. And I appreciate too that there was no vulgarity, at least none that I could hear. The song was well mixed, it was well balanced. I think the bass was a little bit heavy, kind of around the 400 to 700 hertz range. Could have been cut just a little bit to free up some of those areas. In fact, just to kind of show you, and sometimes I do this while we're on these, not to showcase that I'm smarter than everyone else or that I got it all together, but just to kind of showcase like what I'm talking about when I say that. So you're not just thinking I'm just piping off something here and have no clue what I'm talking about. So in this section right here, for instance, you can tell like it's really muddy. Of course, there's a lot going on, but let's see what cutting around 400 hertz will do. And I'm going to go ahead and move the low mid slider to that area, and we'll just say 414. That sounds good enough. And I'm going to present a wide cue. So that means it's going to be a rather large cut. And I want to show you, or I should say a wide range of a cut. And then I'm going to show you exactly what I'm talking about here. So let me make sure that this is soloed too, so we're not playing everything at once. Yes, we are. Okay, so check it out. This is before. Okay, so it's around 444 is where I heard a difference. So check this out. I'm going to loop this section right here. The first time you hear the loop, it's going to be without. The second time you hear the loop, I'm going to put in just that little bit of a cut right there. It was almost 5 dBs. That's a pretty large cut, actually. I'm going to take that up to about 4. And so at first, it's not going to be in there. When you see this come back on, like it is on my screen right now, you'll know that I'm putting it back in. So let's listen to it without, and then we'll listen to it within. That build up. Something really simple like that. So it took care of a lot of that low mid build up right there and allowed it to really punch through, and it just added clarity to the entire mix. Now, generally speaking, you don't want to necessarily do that on the entire, music track like I just did. You can. That would be something that would be better done in a mastering session. Which I am more than happy to do for a minimal fee. But with all that being said, you would probably want to go back to the mix itself and find out what is causing that low mid buildup. And generally speaking, what happens is we get several different instruments whose fundamental frequencies are in those low mids. And the first one sounds great. Say it's the guitars. It sounds great by itself. Then you add a bass. It doesn't have a lot of low mids in the fundamental frequency, but it has quite a bit. But then they compound upon each other, and bass frequencies will compound and compound and compound. And so what you'll see is there's probably 1 or 2 tracks that you could identify where you could say, these sound good without the low mids. Maybe I could let another instrument fill in that spot, sort of be, you got to find out which instrument needs to shine at which time. And sometimes you can even automate that. For For instance, when instruments drop out, that's a good time to automate an EQ so that whenever those instruments drop out, whatever you had shaved off in those low mids, after everything else drops out, you can EQ that to where it just, EQ goes back to normal and you hear the raw, unedited, un-EQ'd version, if that makes sense. And we've done a lot of this in the past when we've done like live mixing sessions where I've actually showed people how to mix a song from start to finish. I do have videos on my channel with me showcasing all that. In fact, if you're new to this channel and you're wanting to learn how to make your songs sound better and how to mix and how to master yourself, I have an entire, what used to be a paid course. It still is a paid course actually on the Pro Mix Academy, but I have it here for free. And all I ask is simply that you subscribe to the channel, watch a few videos every once in a while. And so if you go there, and actually I can show you exactly what that looks like. Okay, so here is the channel. Let me get my mug out the way. Okay, if you go, there's like a For You section. This section right here, mixing a song in Cakewalk by BandLab. This whole thing right here, all 10 parts. Actually, I think it's more than that. Yeah, so this is the 10 parts right here is the mixing itself, and it takes you all the way from the initial setup of how to start a mix all the way to mastering that same song. And then we have the ultimate Cakewalk tutorial course. So if you're using Cakewalk by BandLab, there's 9 modules here that will teach you exactly how to use Cakewalk by BandLab, or what is called Sonar now. There's also several other, I'm trying to think of, like, here's mixing a beat, how to mix a beat from start to finish. So basically there are several that you can get your hands on through here. And, there's another one that I was mastering EQ, achieve clarity in a mix. That's not it. There's one here recently where I actually went through trying to find it. Yeah, but anyway, the 3D mix hack, that's one of them that's really good. Actually, that would speak well to what you're doing in this video. Mixing Michael Jackson, Billie Jean, condensed version. Those are the original multi-tracks, by the way, of Michael Jackson's Billie Jean that I mix. Of course, that's a lot easier. They're already recorded so well. Mixing vocals. This is a really good one if you haven't checked it out. This one's over 4 years old, but it's really good. And here's the extended version of mixing Billie Jean. So yeah, there's a ton of stuff you can find here that's going to help you to become a better mixing engineer. It's going to help you to become better at song crafting, and hopefully help you to become better at everything that you love, so that you can then create the music that you love and share it with the world. And I even go through one of my live streams, I even go through an entire how to release that music once you have it. We talked about DistroKid, which if you have not heard of DistroKid, this is amazing. So DistroKid allows you to release all of your songs for $20 a year. And it puts it in every major online aggregator that you can think of. It puts it there, sometimes overnight. And I mean, it's crazy. So yeah. All right, let me to close this down. Looks like I still got a couple of you here with me. Good deal. You're using DistroKid. Awesome. Did you know that by using the link that I provided in the chat that you can actually save 7% off DistroKid? I mean, it's already cheap. It's already $20 a year, right? But if you use the link that I've provided, you can actually save a little bit more money. And I'll put that in the chat just in case for those of you maybe who are interested. I'll even pin that to the top. So if you guys want to use this, I get a small commission for sending you there, but you get 7% off for the first year that you use it. So it goes from being like $21 after taxes to being like $17. It's crazy. $17 a year. A year. Okay. I've made my point there. We'll just real quickly go over what exactly that looks like, by the way. If anyone in the chat interested in using DistroKid? I guess I should ask that before I just start diving into it here. Okay, that's not the right account. Oh, there we go. Yeah, by way of the chat, just give me a thumbs up or at least like a hey, I'm interested. If you're interested in learning more about DistroKid, I'd love to share real quickly just a kind of brief rundown with you. And if you're already using it, great. You have a link down where you can save a little bit of money. Mark Lance says, I just used it. Awesome. Good deal. Sweet. Sounds good, brother. Mark Lance says, I didn't have any idea what I was doing. Was it not like super intuitive though? Like super easy to use? That's the thing. Other thing I love about it. It's just so easy. Okay, cool. Well, you already have an account, but that's fine for those of you who maybe want to learn more about it. So this is what it looks like on the inside, the inner workings of my DistroKid. Let me take my mug off of here. There we go. So these are songs that I have released. Here's options to create like a Bandzoogle website for free. I haven't tried that yet. So build your own website for free. They've obviously added stuff to this. This is cool. TikTok artist account. That's cool. But yeah, so the hyperfollow, that one's super, super cool. So you create a link here. Now, if you pay for the little bit more extended version, so there's like the $20 a year, yes. But then there's also, yeah, you can see here, if I refer you, I get a whopping $10. But hey, trying to find out. Okay, so yeah, here it is. Guys, it looks like they have lowered their prices even more. That's crazy. Wow. Okay. Wow. So the current plan that I'm using right now is this Musician Plus. It's $208 a month. If you use just Musician, that's one artist. You can upload an unlimited number of songs, upload an unlimited amount of lyrics. Spotify verified checkmark comes with that. Create royalty splits if you want. So if you have other band members, and then mobile app access. Now, if you get the Musician Plus, which is where I'm at, you can actually have multiple artists. And then it also gives you a customized label name, as well as daily streaming stats and synced lyrics in Apple Music, customizable release dates. Those customizable release dates, if you go back here, I'm going to get a refund of $18.52 if I upgrade to Ultimate. I don't need all that, but wow. I'd like to have $18 in my pocket. Anywho, I'm getting sidetracked here. Shiny object. So if you go to Hyperfollow, where was that at again? I think it's under Get Heard Now. There's so much stuff that they've added to this. This is super cool. Promote yourself. Hyperfollow. Here it is. So if I go in here and I have that middle section, which is like the next tier up, Musician Plus, I can do a pre-save where I can go in here and I can say, okay, I want to share this as a pre-save link. So with that being said, I can share this link. It takes them to a page that looks like this. I can add videos on that. I can add Spotify, Deezer. I can add other links. It doesn't take them just to one spot. And then, of course, it's already released now, but if it wasn't released, there would be a pre-save link here for Spotify. So they could pre-save that, and it would kind of give you a good gauge of what your audience is interested in and all that. And then they can even play the song. So she sings, she sings. That was my dive into country music there for a minute. And, but yeah, all of that is here on the back end too. So it's super simple. You come in here, like let's say you wanted to release a brand new track. You click on upload music. You would tell it where you want it to go to. In this case, I've put nearly everything. And then I would say there's all these little like upgrades. So you can do a social media pack, where your music will be added to YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook recognition services. Has the single previously been released? You can click yes or no. I'm not familiar with this, but it looks like, oh, that comes with the upgrade. Okay. And then from here, you upload your band name. Are you already an artist on Spotify? If not, it'll ask you if you want to be already an artist in Apple Music. If not, it'll help you get ready for that. So you can set your release date. Who is the recording label? In my case, it's Mockingbird Studio. You set the genre, the secondary genre, if any. Upload your album artwork. Name your track. Upload your track. Tell them if there's any featured artists or if this is a version info to the titles, to the song title. So if this is acoustic version, maybe you want to put that on there. If you have an ISRC code, you can upload that here. And then you can also master your track through here. Now, I will say the mastering is at best passable. It's passable. And then you mark whether it has explicit lyrics. Is this a radio edit? Is it an instrumental? And your preview clip start time. So you can actually preview this. I have the middle of the road. So it's where you can actually create a label for yourself. If you want to if you're just releasing music for yourself, I would just choose the bottom tier. And then once that's good, you've uploaded it, you've got all your stuff, you just hit continue and it literally does the rest of everything for you. Then you can go in later and add lyrics if you want, or you can add lyrics, I believe, in this phase as well. And then once you do, you'll start seeing these various places here populate, and it'll show you. So this song has been delivered to 24 streaming platforms and stores. And I'm telling you, it did that literally overnight. Like most of those were in there overnight. And then you can split that to whoever you'd want to split it to. Again, there's like these little upsales that you don't necessarily have to take, but you can. It gives you an ISRC code for that now that you've released it through them. You can download it at any time. You can also do audio swap. So maybe you've upgraded or you've remixed it. You can just swap it and it doesn't affect anything in the online stores. It's super cool. It might be like a blackout. If they go to click on the file, it might be like a blackout for like 24 hours. But, yeah. So yeah, I went to the upgrade section here, and this is the normal $208 a month. And evidently I'm paying $375 a month. I thought I was paying a lot more than that. So that's even better. Oh yeah, $44 billed annually. Okay, that makes sense now. So yeah, that's what I'm doing annually. And I pay for mine annually. So I was paying $25 a year. I probably just ruined all of that because I think I told you guys it was that much a month. But no, it's a year, 25 a year. 44 a month is or a year is what I'm paying. That's crazy. That is crazy. Audio swap requires the top. Oh, yeah, it does. You're right. Good catch, Jonathan Hamlet. So yeah, there's a lot of, you got your stats, you got, your bank. You can go in here at any time and check and see what you made. Yeah, I would definitely recommend it as a service, not just because I'm affiliated with them. There's like half the people on the internet are affiliated with them, so that's nothing special. But I'm just merely saying that because they're awesome. Like, it just works. I've never had any hiccups from that. So, all right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for hopping on the stream tonight. I hope you appreciated all the songs that we shared. And without further ado, let's get ready to spin the wheel of awesomeness. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Casey Kasem here, bringing you the wheel of awesomeness. We're going to spin that wheel and see what is the deal. A favorite. All right, ladies and gentlemen, in the chat, what is your favorite? I don't even know where I was going with that. Let me type it out. What is your favorite Sunday meal? All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is earth-shattering stuff right here. I don't know at what point that I decided that I was going to change my voice to Casey Kasem when I introduced the Wheel of Awesomeness, but I'm here for it. I'm here for me. And you know what? I'm good enough. I'm smart enough, and doggone it, people like me. People like me. All right, let's spin that wheel one more time. By way of the chat, what is your favorite Sunday meal? And we have landed on a little known fact. Awesome. So here's a little known fact. I think I've shared it with some of you, but I don't think I've quite shared it with the world as of yet. And that is, unless maybe you were on here before, I don't know. I don't know what I've shared. Honestly, it's been so long. My apologies for that. Little known fact is that I am now a certified peer recovery specialist. That's right. I'm getting paid to do what I love. You heard it here first. So what I've been doing voluntarily for the last 3 years, 2.5 years, 3 years. Every Thursday night, we host a substance use disorder program at our church called Freedom Alliance. I am the program director for that. Not that that means anything. It's just the title. I have a lot of good people that work alongside of me, but we've been doing that voluntarily, and I've never done it for the pay. It's just always been to help people to get off of drugs, alcohol, gambling addictions, pornography, whatever it might be. That word right there is probably going to get this video flagged. But anyway, so yeah, I've been doing that voluntarily for 3 years, and I just stumbled across an excellent company whose motto aligns very well with what I do. and aligns very well with my core values, and that is delivering care that changes people's lives. And so I started this company about 4 months ago, and it's been great. I'm getting paid to do what I love, and I still have my classes on Thursdays, my volunteer classes, but I go to work all day and I work with individuals who are in need of the same help. And now I'm finding out ways to do that professionally, and I'm finding out all kinds of resources that I can help people with. And it's been an amazing, amazing journey, and God has truly opened some doors for me in that area. And I am forever indebted to the Lord Jesus Christ for opening up these doors for me, and for using the bad in the earlier years of my life, all of the drug and alcohol addiction, all of the 7.5 years of just rampant addiction, taking a bad story like that, a bad situation, and now allowing me to use that bad for His good, and to be able to help people who are stuck in that cycle. So that's maybe something you didn't know. Sorry to end it on such a heavy note there. We went from like, hey guys, how's it going, to, so yeah, well, thank you. Appreciate that, Mark. So yeah, and I'm trying my best to post videos on the secondary YouTube channel, which is called Freedom Alliance. And I'm uploading some things there, here and there, and everywhere. Occasionally, I should say. It's not very consistent because I've got a lot of stuff going on. But if you know someone who is struggling with substance use, I do have some videos on there as well, where instead of teaching people how to make professional sounding music in a less than professional space, I'm teaching people how to manage their recovery. So awesome. Well, guys, I love each and every one of you, and I thank you all so much for hopping on. And I don't say that lightly. I truly do mean it. And I'm looking forward to our email, Jonathan, and being able to hop on that song, hopefully. I'm glad that all the guys are on board, and I'm looking forward to it, man. So until next time, remember that we can dream alone, we can even create alone, but together we can achieve so much more. God bless.